All right. Welcome to another episode of the Week in Review with myself, Realtor Rob. We're getting close. We're close to the end of the year. We got a couple more weeks left, a couple more episodes. I appreciate you guys tuning in and checking back in week after week to see what new information that I have for you. Also, I appreciate all the suggestions on things to put in the videos and recommendations on what to research and dig deeper in. So, with that, this week is covering December 12th. So, with that being said, I will go ahead and dive right into it. So, the first thing we have here is top 4 don'ts for your home listing photos. So, top 4 things that you do not want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spirit fingers. All right. So, let me see. Where are my notes on this one? All right, number 1, don't take photos of your clutter. So that's one of the first things that I advise my clients to do is declutter the home. So whether you have to temporarily relocate things to the garage, in a closet, in a storage room, make sure it's not in the photo. Because remember, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So you don't want that, 1,000 words out on 1,000 sites, do the math on that. Number 2, don't forget to move the yuck out of the line of sight of photo. So that can be anything from marks on the walls, stains on the floor. I mean, you name it. Let your imagination run wild. Just make sure that you don't have any of that stuff in the photos again, because first impressions, if they see that picture with stains on walls, they may not even want to entertain looking at your property. So make sure. Number 3, don't think your personal items are appealing to buyers, and personal items goes for pets. So I get it. Pets are like a part of the family. We have a pet. We have a dog. Her name is Candy, and she is one of the family, part of the family. However, again, you want the buyer to be able to put themselves in the home. You want them to see themselves living in the home. You don't want them to see you living in a home with all your personal effects, your, hallway of, historical pictures, grandkids, mom, dad, all that, high school photos, things like that. You want them to be able to place themselves in that home and see themselves living there in the very near future. So you don't want to do that. Don't stand in the room. So what I mean by don't stand in the room is you want to make sure you capture the entire room. So stand as far back into one of the corners as possible, or maybe even take it from the doorway, entering the room. Don't stand in the middle of the room and take a picture unless you're trying to highlight, a certain particular part of the room. However, capture the entire room. So as far to one corner as possible, or from the entryway into the room. So those are my 4 things that you do not want to do when you're taking pictures for listing your home. All right, got that one? Let's see. This next one, I think, okay, a lot of folks wonder about. This is a very, very, very minuscule part of what, I just speak for myself, what I do as a realtor. So the title of this is, what does a real estate agent do? So let me see what we got here. Okay, so very small list again. All right, so first thing, help you get pre-approved. That is the first thing. You need to know what section of the market you should be looking in. You don't want to be looking too high, you don't want to be looking too low, and lowball yourself. You don't want to be looking too high to set your sights on something that you can't afford or that's going to put you in a financial hardship. So you need to know what section of the market you should be looking in. And I will definitely help you, with my networking lenders that I, network with. Find your dream home. I set you up on a personalized, customized list, to only send you properties that you are qualified for in your price range. So you won't be looking at anything in your head, your heart and eyes set on it, and then you get the bad news that you can't afford it or it's out of your budget. So that is also part of my job. Negotiate and make an offer. So you want to make sure you make a good offer, a competitive offer, and you really don't have a way of knowing that if you're not working with someone who's really in tune with the market, itself. So let's see. Number 4, help you select a home inspector. So what I try to do 9 out of 10 is present my client with at least 3 of whatever service they may need. So that can go from inspectors, home warranties, contractors, handyman, you name it, lawn service guys, you name it, at least 3, and then let you pick the one that you like the best, whether it's, over the phone, the way they, run their business. I mean, you name it, you have your own personal preference and checklist of, how you determine who you want to do business with. My job is to vet them before they get to you. So that's another one of the things that I help. Seeing the deal through to closing. So it can be a myriad of, emotions, hiccups, setbacks, that's all part of it or can be part of the process. It's not just you, I wear many hats, you can be, at my age, you can be mom, dad, you can be, sister, brother, you can be, a shoulder to cry on, somebody to confide in, someone to motivate you, be a cheerleader, like rah, rah, you can do this. So that is another hat or several of the other hats that I wear, as your agent. We're a team. What happens if the low, an appraisal comes in low? What do? If you have repairs that you want done, before you sign off on the house, before you close on the house, So those are all things that I help you through to the end. As far as the selling side, so you want to correctly price your home. So everyone wants top dollar for their house. However, if you price your house at the top of the market, you're cutting out a percentage of, potential buyers right then and there. So that's not, exactly the correct strategy that, I would advise you to use. You want to get eyes on your property. You want to get foot traffic in there, looking through your home, and the way the market is now, like I've said in previous videos, it's going to naturally create a bidding war to get you that higher value. However, if you start there, you're going to cut out, a percentage of your potential buyers. Market your home correctly. You don't want to be taking, pictures on your iPhone 13 or whatever S21 Ultra Max, cinematic 4K, cell phone. Great pictures, however, not the type of pictures that you want to present, for your home. So there is a difference, and you can tell. I keep you posted on what's going on, whether, it's your preference, however you like to communicate, whether it's text, email, phone call, whether there's something going on every day, every other day, or if you want a weekly update, we have that communication, where you're in the loop of where everything is going on. Again, when I'm working on the seller side, find an approved buyer, and which offer is the best for you to go with. Sometimes the most money is not the one that you want to go with. You see a lot of houses, or I see a lot of houses that are back on the market. Sometimes it's because they went for the highest offer and it may have not been the strongest offer. So that's something you want to think about as well. Negotiate the best term for you. You may need anything from a lease back, it's endless. You know, lease back. You know, negotiating the terms on repairs. You name it. That's what I'm here for. So to advise you of the things that you may not know or you have never even thought to think of or ask. So that's why, you know, you need a well seasoned realtor on your side, and you guys need to be a team. So that is it for that one. Let me see what I have here next. I think next is my monthly newsletter. It is. So my newsletter, my real estate newsletter for December, it is growing your winter herb garden. So some of the topics that I have in here: saving money on your energy bill, a tankless. Is a tankless better than a conventional water heater? The single biggest flaw of conventional tankless water heaters. So those kind of go together, but that is what is in this month's issue. Now, we talked about this a little bit earlier. So do you know the difference between DIY, which is do-it-yourself, handyman, or a contractor? So DIY, that's pretty much painting, caulking, flooring. Handyman, a little more advanced and involved. Switching light fixtures, hanging fans, replacing faucets. And then on the, I guess, other end, you would have contractors responsible for demolition, plumbing, carpentry, things like that. All right, let's see. What is next? Okay, 10 markets called hidden gems for real estate in 2022. So the top one, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. So need I go any further? Dallas, Fort Worth is the top of the list. So if you want to see the rest of those, they are here on December 16th. But you are living in the hot spot, so take advantage of it. Also, next, very important for those who are qualified, property exemptions. So come January 1, 2022, you'll be able to file as soon as you close on your home, where previously you had to wait till 1 January of the following year after you purchased your house. So now, or in a few weeks, you know, after the first of the new year, you'll be able to file for your exemption if you're qualified immediately. All right, motivation. So this is from the Fired Up Chief. You can't become who you want to be because you are too attached to who you've been. So you got to let the old you go if you want to become the new you. All right, one more, last one. So there's a series here from the National Association of Realtors, NAR, first time home buyers. So series 1, I think they're going to have a couple series. This is the full first series. So this will be on December 17th. So this will educate you on the process. All right, so that's my time for this week. Once again, I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching, hopefully learning, and don't be afraid to leave comments, send me suggestions, and I will get them in. So until next time, take care of yourself and those around you. This is Realtor Rob signing off. And until next time, I will see you.